Again, unprepared. How are you this afternoon? A little upset at myself because I have something so big in my mind and it's hard to describe. What I'm just going to show you right now is what I did. If you can see it still in the dark, can't see it, eh? Shucks. Maybe if I put the computer closer, close the light. How about that? Get my cigarette out so I can't do two things at once. And I'm going to see if I can turn this again. Okay, maybe you can see it. What that is 7286. What I did is I put it in a box in a tic-tac-toe. I'm going to take it away because I want to describe it to you. What that did is it showed me 4 separate boards, north, east, west, and south. Turn that board every time you play it. Make a marking what's north so you'll know every single time. Otherwise, you're playing from the same level. So you turn that board, and my numbers of 7286 all go in different places now. I can mix the whole thing up, but it doesn't matter. At the end, like in Rubik's Cube, the center spot remains the center spot all the time. So turn all you like, okay? What you have to do to what I showed you, I'm going to try and show you again. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Is you got to do that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put in 7286, take out all the other numbers, and keep doing that until you get all the combinations. See what you come up with. Because that's what I basically do sometimes. So I added them up. The first level is 8. The 8 is for the heavens, okay? It is for the 8 worlds that are used total. You remember what I meant by total last time? Can you see the dots somewhere over here where my hand is? Well, you see there's 3 and 3 is 6 and 1 in the center. And then the one below it that's standing the other way. And it's got 2, 3, and 2. Okay? Now, those are the 2, 5, 8 position and the 4, 5, 6 position. They're both positions. That's how we got the swastika. Don't you know how the swastika came about to be? Opposition. It was showing the 2 positions, 2, 5, and 8, which is the beta world. The connection, it's like a round loop in the center, and everything connects to it. And then there's a hole. The same thing you see is like in a funnel with a cord. It goes around and around, and then there's a little anneau, a ring. Maybe that's why everybody's wearing rings all over the place, because they know the center of the matrix has to be a ring. How do you pass through it? They didn't tie it all up together with no passageway. Passageway is right there, my friend. Where's that passageway? Holy crap. Do I got to come up with a big piece of paper now? Frederick! Frederick's my butler. Yeah, I made him up. I made him up just now. Just for you. Remember, I did it just for you. Okay, now what I want to show you is, and you've seen it 100 times. This is the H. And my mouse is gone. Okay. This is the letter H. This is the letter I. The one in the center is what connects them all. Okay. The other part I wanted to show you is the 4 corners. This is the reason for Zion. Because with those 4 corners, okay, it's all connected. It doesn't need, okay, anything in the center. That's one part of Zion, is the 4 corners. Now what you do is you take another part and you create another part of Zion, and then you create another part of Zion and you show all 4 corners. Okay, so we got 2 dice cubes. Now there's a problem. What's the problem? Think. How do we connect them spiritually? So someone's going to say, look, you missed one in the corner. You're right. But that's not how. How do we do it? This is how we do it. Oh my God, what happened? I added the other dice cube. Isn't that the way it goes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6, we have 12. 12, how does that work? Well, take a look at your loonie. Okay? That loonie is not straight. It's got 12 markings. You think I'm wrong now? What, because I can compare it to something? No, because I can probably compare it to 100 different things. Oh, just to let you know, I'm not exactly right. And I don't even think I'm exactly right. I just think I'm not far off, and I have to get it in this video, so I can't stop talking. Because the other way to draw this, okay, this dice, was to draw it exactly like, I'm still drawing. So I can draw it a little bit like this. Terrible drawing, eh? The one in the center is Jupiter, and the one on each side, okay, the one on each side would be, you see, if I would have drawn it right, you would have seen exactly. I'm going to do this a little bit better because you might like what you see, okay? You might like what you see. You just might like it. Now this dice, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to complete this fast enough. Oh my god, how can I not do this? Anyways, it comes out to the same thing. It looks like a ladder. I can't draw it any better. That's the way it comes out. It slips apart like a phone. The two of them. None of them ever touch each other. That's why there's a separation, planets 1 through 4 over to Jupiter. Remember the moons, okay? 2 moons on Mars, 1 moon on Earth, and they connect over to Jupiter, and then all the work goes on up in the heavens. Don't forget, I think Mother Nature is a brown god. I think she's brown. I think her skin color is brown. I think God of the elements is green. That's why he goes so good with her. I think the element of spirit soul of the earth is yellow, which I would say is the bees, the honey wax. It's mostly golden, but they say yellow gold and yellow this, so they're referring yellow as something else. Maybe yellow has been... what happened to poor old yellow? Is that why they talk about it? How did yellow come to be? I mean, how did white come to be? Don't forget, we're not jumping around about everything. I told you. Something about the bubbles. I shake up my Coke. The whole Coke is brown and I see bubbles that are white. Why? Is it because I just can't see the real color? Because they sort of separate from each other at that instance? So actually it's a little brown from the Coke, but yet I see it as white because of the bubbling air. What does that air do when it's not exactly a pure gas? What I wanted to show you, what else I wanted to show you, the 16 parts of Zion, and just something simple I drew up. I hope you can understand it. Unfold this book. Can I show you? Yes. You see that? That's 2 dice cubes. 2 dice cubes. And the last one is 2 dice cubes, okay? The only thing I did, now take a look closely, there's like a tic-tac-toe board in there. God likes to square things off. Mother Nature has everything. The matrix is on an angle. That's why it's on an angle, okay? All I did was open up the arms, and I connected the 2 cubes together from both sides, the top side and the bottom side, okay? Now I have all 3 cubes in one, and it shows right there on the hexagon. Not only that, if you look at it properly, I'm having trouble with this, am I not? Wrong page. Okay, because I can't see. Help me, help me. Okay, there it is. Oh my God. Yeah, can't you see the way it's boxed off and it looks like also a stop sign? Okay, that's the primary of it. That's what God does. He breaks it down. He boxes it off. Okay, that's the life cycle. If you take a look at the bottom one, it looks like a hexagon. Well, that's actually the 258 on your roulette they showed you on the right here. And if I turn it sideways, okay, it's actually the 4, 5, 6, the way of life. Do you still not know what 2, 5, and 8 is? 2 is the part of the beta worlds. It's the connection. It's the blue gas, one of the elements of God, and the air. And it's injected into this world, which is the yellow-brown world, with the elements. And it connects the two worlds together, which make number 8, which is part of the H letter, where it shows a C this way and then a C down. If you turn them around, the two C's come together as one world. They were apart, now they're together. They're one world. Look at that. My fingers are one upside down on the other, because God's head and my head are touching each other. His feet aren't on my head, you know. We're head to head. We're Siamese twins. You think I don't know what I'm talking about? Of course I don't know. I make it all up. But I only tell you what makes sense, and I really believe it, and that's why I'm able to get into it the way I do. Because I really and truthfully believe the way the singers sing. I always wanted to have that loving feeling. Well, that is the greatest feeling, to believe in something that you are doing. Even though I know I'm not 100% right, I don't care. Because if I was all right, would I have to stop working? I would question it. But I can't. Even if I think I'm right, there ain't no stopping. 2,000 years they're studying the Bible, looking for the secrets and the codes. What secrets, what codes? What are you actually looking for? I find so many of these things all the time, although I make them up. They are so real. They are all pertinent. Why? Because they connect, and if it connects, it's part of the puzzle. I don't know from where you start or come from. It doesn't make any difference. If it connects, it's part of what you're working on. You can't let anything go just because you don't know how to connect it. Oh, and it's all weird, and what he does is all weird. Well, that's okay. What's wrong with the weird wolf? Go with the flow, wolf and flow, backwards and forward. Wolf and flow. The wolf goes with the flow. Anyways, I'm going to get back to one more page before they time me out. Oh, by the way, I am working with a friend of mine today. I don't know if you know her by name. They call her Mary. She's on the Ace of Spades. Okay. And she's got stars all around her. She's got a hook on each side. What does she stand for? She's standing on the letter I. Standing for what? Somehow we're standing for her. She's on the pedestal. When you're on the pedestal, it is you and only you and no other but you are there. You are on the top. You are an I. This ace is what is represented in every corner. Did I ever show you that? I missed it out before the tape ends. Look in this corner. Look in the 4 corners. Okay? You see those 4 corners? They're all aces. Did I mark one in? Look at the corner. See the way it's an ace? I had to do the badge that way. It is that way. When you box it off, it ends up happening that way. You have to go all the way with the rectangle, don't forget. There's size designs that you have to respect. Although I only learned them and taught them to myself, I respect them anyways, okay? Look at the aces on all 4 corners. You got 4 aces on the 4 corners. You're holding in 1, 3, 7, and 9. You're holding 1, 3, 7, and 9. You're holding in the 1 spirit with the 3 of creation, with the 7 of the one who puts it all together, the God of the 9 of whatever the creation is. You only need those 4 corners, okay? But once you make those 4 corners connect, you need spirit in the center. The question is, after the 4 corners, you create man and that angel, 4 and 6, connecting together with a 5, and a place for them to live would be the beta world 2, connected together with Zion, the home world of the spirit world of the heavens and of the earth, and you have all 3 worlds connected, okay? You have all those worlds from the 4 aces, because without the 1, 3, 7, and 9 in the 4 corners are the angles and the angels that can put them all together, that God keeps throwing at me and telling me that's the way it works. He says you have more than one definition in your dictionary for one word, and I tell you 2 and you're tripping out. Oh, baby, that's what I like. Keep it coming, oh Lord. It's feeling good. I'm telling you. I found those aces. I know why they're in the corners, because everything else is created in between, based on the 1, 7 in the bottom left-hand corner of the 7th inning. Wow. 7th inning stretch is because of God. Wow. Think about it. Think about it.